Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Town Talk with Ethan, direct from my dorm. The place I should be spending time to study. So why aren't I studying? Why am I wasting my time making this silly episode that probably nobody's gonna watch? Well, I want you to get out your calculators, alright? Now, do 100 times 5. Now, divide that by 2, and then divide that by 5, and then minus 50, and that will equal the number of fucks I give. Alright? Now, on with the episode. So last month, as you may recall, I announced that I would be going to Nickelodeon on 92nd Street in New York City, which was the launch event for the new book, Slimed, An Oral History of Nickelodeon's Golden Age by Matthew Klickstein. If you haven't bought this book yet, do so. Please, don't buy the Kindle, buy the hardcover book. I haven't read this yet, but from the few pages that I have looked at, it is incredible. It gives you a lot of good information on all your favorite Nickelodeon shows from back in the day. Please buy this book, the hardcover book. Alright? So now, about the launch event. It was, in no doubt, the best night of my life. I mean, who knew that I would get to be in the same room with all these big Nick stars from back in the day? It was just incredible. After all these years of being into classic Nick, it finally came together. I mean, I was just this 10-year-old kid back in 03 or 04 going on all these classic Nick fan sites, you know, when fan sites were still a thing. And I started discovering all these old Nickelodeon shows from the 80s and early 90s, most of which I have never heard of, but they just look so intriguing to me. And finally seeing all these stars, it was just an incredible experience. So, I get to the 92Y place. It's actually a very famous New York venue, by the way. And so I get into the VIP room, and there's like a slew of old school Nick stars. And one of the first people I get to meet was none other than Nick Arcade host Phil Moore, and he was just so energetic. Like, he actually complimented my Nickelodeon Studios t-shirt and cap. And so I got my picture with him, to which afterwards I met Hardy Rawls, who played Dad on the Adventures of Pete and Pete. He was really nice. Afterwards I got to meet Fred Newman, who played Skeeter, Mr. Dink, and all those crazy sound effects from Doug. He actually did a little Skeeter for me. I think that was actually the first time that a voice of a cartoon character has ever talked to me in the voice of that cartoon character. Now, I wanted to meet Mark Summers, but there was this whole line of people just waiting to meet him, so I kind of had to be patient. Well, anyways, I then got to meet Mike Morona, who played Big Pete on the Adventures of Pete and Pete. Really nice guy. Soon afterwards, I met Christy McGlade from You Can't Do That on Television. I know it seems rather odd for a 20-year-old like me to, want to meet someone from a show that I hardly watched, but, I've seen a few episodes here and there. I even watched it on Nick when they aired it during their 25th anniversary. So, I got my picture with her. That was pretty cool. I guess. And then finally, 5 minutes, remaining till, the show, I got to meet Mark Summers. He was incredibly nice. I was really glad I got to meet him, and then of course I met Harvey afterwards. He was nice as well. So I get into the theater, and because it's like 5 minutes till the show, I'm of course placed in the way back. Well, whatever, I still got to meet all these stars, so that was pretty cool. So, the author comes out, talks about the book, then of course Mark Summer comes in, he reads his forward to the entire audience, and then of course soon we got this clip of like Nickelodeon from the early days, like 1980, and everybody in the audience was just laughing of how bad these shows were. It's pretty funny. So all these panels came out from all these Nick shows, and they told some interesting stories. I think the three people were most excited to see were Mark Summers, Fillmore, and Billy West. And everybody of course was going crazy for Billy West. He did a little Doug for us and some Ren and Stimpy. Really funny guy. I'm ashamed I didn't get to meet him. But whatever, I still got to meet so many other great guys. I even got my book signed by the author and Mark Summers. See? So overall, incredible event. If you didn't get to go, well, that sucks for you. Alright, so that's all I've got. Thank you all for watching, and oh, wait a minute, I can't just leave you there hanging. I captured some video from that event, so here's just a little montage of the Slimed launch event, all captured by me. Alright, bye.
Is the author of Slimed, an oral history of Nickelodeon's golden age, along with other books including the likes of Ragdoll, Daisy Goes to the Moon, and My Dog Forgot How to Read. He is the co-creator of National Lampoon's Collegetown, USA, director of feature-length documentary Actor Age, The Kids of Whitney High story, and a regular contributor to various online and print publications around the globe. He loves combination fried rice and chef's peanuts. He is our moderator for the evening.
So I wrote a book about television, and there's a lot of hypocrisy there, of course. But what's really crazy about that is I decided to write about old television. I mean, we're talking old. This stuff is really old. 20 years, 25 years. This is old. Some of us weren't even born yet. All right? So, and this led me to something very important, okay? Which is the big question of why? Why would I write a book about television? Why would I write a book about Nickelodeon, and especially Nickelodeon during its former heyday? And
Nickelodeon.